In the bustling city of Lagos, where the streets never truly sleep and the noise of ambition drowns out the crickets, stood the fastest-growing church in Nigeria, the House of Divine Dominion. Its founder, Pastor Daniel Oban, was a man with a golden voice, a perfectly pressed suit, and a talent for making every sermon feel like a personal prophecy. People whispered that one encounter with him could change your destiny forever, and by destiny, they meant your bank account, because miracles in this church came with a price tag. At first, no one noticed. Pastor Daniel started small, renting a hall in Charlie Boy with plastic chairs and an old keyboard. But within 5 years, the ministry exploded. Billboards across Lagos screamed his slogans: "Your miracle is one seed away and poverty is a demon, so your deliverance today." Every Sunday, members came with envelopes of cash, and testimonies of breakthroughs filled the air. But the real breakthrough was in Pastor Daniel's lifestyle. Suddenly, he was driving a brand new Range Rover, then a Bentley, and rumors spread about a mansion in Banana Island. He always insisted it was God's reward for his faith. But things took a dark turn when Sister Funmi, the church's most loyal usher, overheard a conversation one Tuesday evening. She had gone to drop offering envelopes in the office when she heard Pastor Daniel's voice through the slightly open door. He was on the phone, laughing. "Yes, transfer the 40 million to the offshore account. The Americans will handle the laundering. And tell Deacon Mike to get the new land papers ready before the EFCC starts sniffing around." Funmi froze. Offshore account? Laundering? EFCC? Her heart raced. She quietly left but couldn't shake what she heard. The real storm came 2 months later, when a popular Lagos gossip blog leaked intimate pictures of Pastor Daniel with a well-known Nollywood actress, pictures that were definitely not from a prayer meeting. The scandal went viral in hours. Twitter roasted him, Instagram was flooded with memes, and TikTokers started parodying his sermons. But instead of apologizing, Pastor Daniel doubled down. He claimed it was a spiritual attack, and that the pictures were AI-generated deep fakes. His die-hard followers believed him, pouring more money into deliverance services to protect their pastor. Meanwhile, Funmi had been secretly gathering evidence, bank statements, property documents, and voice recordings. When she finally handed them over to an investigative journalist, the revelations shook Nigeria. It turned out the House of Divine Dominion wasn't just a church, it was a full-scale business empire. Pastor Daniel owned stakes in oil companies, hotels, and even a private jet rental service, all registered under shell companies. Every tithe, every offering, every special seed had been fueling his empire. The government eventually moved in. EFCC officials raided the church during a midweek service. The scene was chaotic, women screaming in tongues, men shouting, "Touch not the Lord's anointed." And Pastor Daniel trying to slip out through the back in a disguise that fooled no one. He was arrested and charged with fraud, money laundering, and tax evasion. But here's the twist: just weeks before his court date, Pastor Daniel mysteriously disappeared from custody. Some said he escaped through bribery, others claimed powerful politicians owed him favors. A few months later, tourists in Dubai reported seeing a man preaching in a luxury hotel ballroom, introducing himself as Prophet Elijah from the new House of Global Dominion. The voice? Unmistakably Pastor Daniel's. Back in Lagos, his old church still ran every Sunday, now under the leadership of his former assistant, who promised full transparency. But rumors whispered that the money still flowed to the same hidden accounts, and that Pastor Daniel was pulling the strings from afar. In Nigeria, they say the devil wears Prada, but sometimes, he wears a collar and calls himself a man of God.